Good morning. Today we're going to make pulled pork barbecue in the crock pot. So I have about a 6-pound pork shoulder. And the first thing I'm going to do is cut little slits in it. And put a piece of garlic. Just tuck it right down in there. And I'm going to do that all over the roast. You can use as many as you want of this or as little as you want. If they're big pieces, sort of slice them in two. Like long ways, like that. If they're smaller, you can just use them whole. And we're pretty garlicky people around here, so. That's not deep enough. So we're gonna go with quite a bit of garlic. Just go all over it. And let me get this done and we'll be back and make the rub. Okay, we got garlic all in there. So we're gonna make the dry rub for it. Now before I started this, I washed or rinsed and patted dry my roast so it's nice and dry there. Put the garlic in and we're gonna add about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Actually a little more, that's a pretty big roast. So we got 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. A good shake of smoked paprika. And all this is to eyeball. I'm not measuring. Some garlic powder. Not a lot, but just a little. Some coarse black pepper. And I have some of this, so I'm going to try a little bit of that in there. If you don't have any of this, it's not a problem. You don't have to put anything else in there at all. If you want to put a little bit other seasoning, you can put some Cajun seasoning, some barbecue seasoning, whatever you'd like. I just had some of that and might as well use it. So stir that up really good. My brown sugar is a little clumpy. Okay, we're just going to sprinkle that right on there and start rubbing it in. Just rub it all over it. And I'm just making a big old mess. You'll have to excuse me, I stayed up too late last night. I got involved in a book and started reading and I just didn't want to put it down. So, okay. Got it rubbed all over our roast. All right, and let me wash my hands and we'll be right back. Okay, we've got our roast all rubbed down with our dry rub. And we're gonna put it in the crock pot with the fat side up. Just like that. And let's take all these goodies in the bottom of this pan and just put it all over them. miss any of it. Okay. Now, if you want to put a little bit of water in here, you can, just a little. You can put a little bit of apple juice. Just whatever you want. I have some Wickers, so I'm just going to pour a little bit of it in the bottom just to keep the moisture in there. Maybe half a cup. Okay. And we're going to put our crock pot on high. And we're going to check it in a few hours. I may turn it down to medium. I may even turn it down to low. But for right now, we're going to put it on high and just let it cook. And we'll be back later and we'll make some coleslaw. We have had a little bit of a change of plan. I said this morning we were going to be making some coleslaw, but I realized that I have some potatoes that I really needed to use. So I thought, okay, well, we'll make potato salad instead. And we'll use some purple onions on the barbecue sandwiches for some crunch. Remember the purple onions we made a few weeks ago? So this is my go-to coleslaw. I'm sorry, my go-to potato salad. A couple of weeks ago, I showed you a quick potato salad that had sour cream and was just a few ingredients. This potato salad is my family's recipe. It's what I always make. You know, this is just my go-to. So I peeled and boiled my potatoes. You do not have to peel your potatoes, but I have somebody that's eating that does not appreciate potato peels. These are Yukon Gold. You can use red potatoes. You can use russet potatoes. You can peel them. You can not peel them. It's totally up to you. So these are peeled and boiled, and I put them in here to cool down a little bit. Remember, when you drain your potatoes, when they're done, turn off the eye and drain them in a colander. Then put them back in the pot. Put the pot back on the eye that's been turned off, and let them sit there for a few minutes with no lid on them. You'll hear them sizzling, and kind of shake them around a little bit every now and then. And when they stop sizzling, all the moisture has gotten out of them, so you won't have watery potato salad. So that's what we have here. And, oh, this is, make sure when you clean your celery to take the strings off of it. That's what this is. So I just want that, I wanted to show you that. Nobody wants celery strings in their food. So we have 3 stalks of celery, and this is all to taste. Do as much or as little as you want. I have a white onion. It was a pretty good sized onion, so we're gonna have a nice little onion to it. The white onion's got a good crunch to it. Okay. We've got 4 boiled eggs. I've already peeled them. We're just going to chop those. You don't have to chop them too much because they actually break up more when you stir them. When you get them in there and start stirring them around. So you got your boiled eggs. And I did 4. You can do as many or as few as you want. But I didn't have a lot of potatoes, so I was kind of stretching it a little bit. I just realized that they were going to go bad if I didn't use them, and I don't like that. I don't like having waste. Okay, so now we're going to put in a nice squirt of mayonnaise. I'm sorry, mustard. And some sweet pickle relish. Put in a spoonful of that. And if you've got any juice, this doesn't have a lot of juice, but if you can get some juice in there with it, that'd be great. If not, go with what you got. Now we're going to put some celery seed. Just eyeball it. We're going to mix it all up. I salted the potatoes, the water that I cooked the potatoes in, so I don't salt my potato salad. I'll just salt the water for the potatoes, and if anybody wants more salt, they can salt their own. I'm going to use some mayonnaise, of course. Let's see if that's going to be enough. I don't want mine real soupy, but I certainly do want it everything coated. I think that might just be perfect. Maybe just a touch more. Okay, hang with me while I get a serving bowl. Okay, here's our bowl of potato salad in the serving bowl and ready to go in the fridge until it's time to eat. Now, I know that most people put a little dash of paprika on top. This is my deal. Nobody else in the family does this, but I put a little bit of turmeric on mine. It's very colorful. And the flavor is really complimentary and good with this. Turmeric is so healthy for you. So here's a way to get a little bit of it in your diet. So just sprinkle a little bit on top if you want to try that. If not, you can certainly go with your paprika or nothing at all. It's up to you. It's your potato salad. So I hope you try this. And one other thing while I've got you. Has anybody tried this? I have been seeing this all over my feed everywhere, and I'm thinking, okay, it's tea, so what? Well, I got some, and it is wonderful. I'm never going to buy another kind of tea. They also have a peach tea that I want to try. The only thing that I don't like about it is I can't buy it locally, so I'm going to have to get on their website and order some. If you live somewhere that you can buy it locally, or if you just want to order it, definitely give this a try. It's really, really good. I would highly recommend it. I've used the same brand of tea for years, but this is definitely a step up. So we'll come back later and take care of this pork roast. So our pork's out of the crock pot, and as you can see, the bone just fell out. I mean, it's just falling apart tender. So we're going to start shredding it. We may have to wait a little bit. It's pretty hot. Yeah, it's pretty hot. So I'm going to let it cool for a minute, and then I'll come back and show you what it's looking like. So here's our pulled pork. all ready to go. We're gonna make sandwiches out of it. It just kind of fell apart. It's still kind of hot, but I pulled it as best I could the way it was. And I'll be back in a minute and show you the sandwich and my finished plate. Here's my plate. Here's my sandwich. I have my pickled red onions and my pulled pork and the coleslaw that we made earlier and some pickles. And I think that's a pretty good day's work. So consider making you some pulled pork in your crock pot. It is delicious. There's lots left over. I'll probably freeze some. We'll definitely have some leftovers later in the week. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye-bye.